Hey there, math lovers! Today, we're going to learn how to add like fractions that have the same denominator. It's super easy, so let's jump right in. Before we move on to adding like fractions, let's first understand what they are. Like fractions are fractions that have the same denominator. For example, 3 out of 8 and 5 out of 8 are like fractions because they both have 8 as the denominator. Now that we know what like fractions are, let's see how to add them. To add like fractions, simply add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. If the answer is not in its simplest form, be sure to simplify it. For example, 2 out of 7 add by 3 out of 7. So, we add the numerators, which is 2 and 3 together, and the result is equal to 5, and the denominator stays the same as 7. So, 2 out of 7 add by 3 out of 7 is equal to 5 out of 7. Okay, now let's look at another example of adding like fractions. In this example, we have 4 out of 9 plus 2 out of 9. Just like in the first example, we add the numerators 4 plus 2 equals 6, and keep the denominator 9. So, 4 out of 9 plus 2 out of 9 equals 6 out of 9. But wait! We can simplify 6 out of 9 by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 3, giving us 2 out of 3 in its simplest form. Okay, let's summarize what you've learned. How do we add like fractions? To add like fractions, simply add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. If the answer is not in its simplest form, be sure to simplify it. Now, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz. Take a minute to think of the answer. Okay, so now let's check the answers together. Question A. We have 3 out of 10 plus 6 out of 10. Since we add 3 and 6 together, we get 9 out of 10 as the answer. 9 out of 10 is already in its simplest form, so no further simplification is needed. Question B. We add 6 and 5, and keep the denominator 13 the same. This gives us 11 out of 13, which is already in its simplest form. Question C. We add 4 and 1, and keep the denominator 9 the same. The result is 5 out of 9, which is already in its simplest form. Question D. We add 4 and 5 and keep the denominator 12 the same. This gives us 9 out of 12. However, this is not in its simplest form. To simplify, we divide both the numerator and denominator by 3, which gives us 3 out of 4 as the final answer. Great job! Keep practicing to master adding like fractions. That's it. Keep practicing, and you'll be a fraction pro in no time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more math tips.